And we are recording. So yeah, it's funny. Gosh, I've been involved with this company for 2 years now, and I've been hearing people talk about the coffee, the happy coffee that does this and does that, this energy, focus, clarity, all this crazy stuff, people losing ridiculous amounts of weight. And, when I hear it, I always think it sounds too good to be true. And I always think that it sounds crazy. And you know what? I'm just like you. If you're thinking that, it was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago and a couple of weeks, actually, that my good friend Mark was telling me about this company, Ellepreneurs, and this coffee, this happy coffee stuff. And, it all sounded great, like things often do, but I had no belief. I trusted my friend Mark. I believed in him, but I said, that sounds crazy. That just sounds too good to be true. I don't believe it. But I didn't say that to him. I just thought it. And here's what he did. He said the $1 million question. Do you drink coffee? And I said, yeah, I do. I drink coffee every single day. And he said, here. That was the only other thing he said. Here. And he handed me a bag, a plastic bag, which he didn't really explain it much. I was actually getting ready to get on a flight back to Connecticut from Dallas, where I saw him. And he handed me a bag of coffee and a little bottle of pills. It looks like this here. It's called Xanthomax. And I said, thank you. And I put it into my flight bag and I went home, and I wasn't excited about it. I didn't have, big ambitions. I wasn't like, I can't wait till tomorrow to try this. I didn't have all these things that I wanted to have happen to me to change my life. I really didn't think about it too much at all. I have been around network marketing in the direct selling industry for 22 years. I haven't been around it. It's been my career for 22 years. I've seen every company that's come and gone and is still here. I have seen every product that there is. I've got friends that send me products all the time, and they always make all these crazy promises. Usually sounds too good to be true. Usually is an overpromise that underdelivers. But in any event, I had no expectations. And when I got home, I went to bed, and in the morning, I did what I do every morning. I got up and I went downstairs, straight beeline for the kitchen to get a cup of coffee. That's what I do. When I wake up, I go get a cup of coffee. I don't have to put it on my schedule. I don't have to, I go get coffee first thing when I wake up. That's just what I've done probably for, 35 plus years. So this particular morning, I went down, and when I got into the kitchen, I saw that bag of coffee my friend Mark had given me leaning up near my Keurig machine. Normally, when I drink coffee, I use a Keurig machine, and you get those little K-cups and whatever was on sale at the grocery store that week, right? It doesn't matter what kind it is to me. I just grab one and I put it in and, run it through and mix in half and half and drink it. Well, this particular morning, again, this bag of coffee was laying right there, and I said, that stuff Mark gave me. So I tore the bag open, and inside was like these little sticks, like Kool-Aid or something. It didn't really have like an explanation. It just looked like, a little bag of Crystal Light or something. So I just kind of looked at it and I said, okay, I guess it's instant coffee. And, I tore it open. I poured it in my mug, and I ran 10 ounces of hot water through my Keurig without putting a cup in it, right? 10 ounces of hot water. I mixed in my half and half, and I took a sip, and I was like, okay. Not the best tasting coffee I ever tried in my life. It's not the worst coffee I've ever had in my life either. It tastes kind of like instant coffee. And so that was it. I drank it. I've had way worse. I'll drink gas station coffee. It doesn't matter to me. So I drank the whole cup. But here's what was crazy. About 15 minutes later, seriously, 15 minutes later, again, I had no expectations, but all of a sudden, I felt different. I felt amazing. I started to feel this, again, it's hard to explain. It really, every time I explain it, which has been thousands of times now, it always sounds strange. Like the lights went on, like a clarity, like you're in the zone, like you feel good. I felt this energy. I felt great. And I knew it was from the coffee because I'd never really felt like this before. But here was the crazy part. The crazy part for me was that night, when I went to bed, I looked at my wife and I said, hey, babe, you know something? I forgot to eat today. Like, that's something I never said in my whole life. Trust me. Anybody who knows me knows that. I am a man of many excesses. and eating was one of them. And I'm 6'1", and at the time I weighed 260 pounds by choice, as Zig Ziglar says, by choice, because I never accidentally ate anything. All right, I'm in my 50s. You know, I don't care anymore. I don't. It's the price of losing weight and getting in shape. I've tried it. I've probably lost 1,000 pounds in my lifetime. I don't try it anymore. I had given up the fight. So I was overweight, but fat and happy, if you will. And so, but I'd forgotten to eat that day, and it was weird to me because, again, that had never happened before. The next morning, I woke up and I went downstairs again. No special prompting. It's just what I do. It's my habit. I'm wired. Go get coffee, and I grabbed another stick. I said, "Oh yeah," and I drank. This time, it's funny. This time, it tasted way better than it did the day before, and the same thing happened. I felt amazing all day long. Again, zero. I just wasn't hungry. Very strange for me. Like normally I'd drive my little girl to school and I'd stop at Dunkin' Donuts on the way back and I'd go through the drive-through to get a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant and a large coffee with cream. And usually it's 2 croissants for $5. So I'd get 2 and, I'd be eating them in my car while I'm driving with my knee on the wheel, crumbs all over me. That was like something I'd do probably almost every single day. Well, this day, I didn't want to go. I just drove right by. I didn't even think about it. It didn't even occur to me. It was very strange because it was like I wasn't thinking about it, but I was doing things differently. Anyway, long story short, this carried on for the whole month of May 2018, every single day. I mean, I didn't starve myself to death, but I didn't go on a diet, and I wasn't trying to lose weight or anything. I certainly didn't exercise. But here's what happened to me. In 1 month's time, 20 pounds disappeared from me. 20 pounds. I went from 260 pounds to 240 pounds, again, without even trying. And I didn't really realize it because I don't step on the scale every day, but my wife noticed. She said, your face is getting thinner. Your clothes look like they fit better. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm looking good. And so when I realized that had happened, I called my friend Mark back and I said, buddy, I need more of that coffee right away. And he sent me some more right away. And I said, you know what? I need to know about this company. I need to know about this company because I want in on this. Everybody I know is going to want it. It's really the first time I've seen a product that actually does what they tell you it's going to do. And I was blown away. So I joined the company, gang. I checked it out inside and out. And, as I said, I've been in network marketing a long time, and I really didn't want to be in network marketing anymore. I was just tired of all the BS that comes with it. So I wanted to go and check out this company. I went to their national convention, and I met all the leaders. I met the people to see what this culture was like here. And, I'm not into the culture of, quit your job, fire your boss, jobs are for losers, get a Lamborghini and holding up big paychecks on stage. Woo, woo, look at me. No, I'm sorry. That's just not for me. And they weren't doing it. So I was happy. I talked to the top earners in the company, and you wouldn't know they were top earners because nobody talked about how much money they were making. Nobody talked about it. Another thing that never happens in network marketing. But you know what they were talking about? People were talking about they lost weight. People were talking about they lost 10 pounds. They lost 20 pounds. They lost 100 pounds. But not only that, I'm hearing things like somebody came off their blood pressure meds. Somebody's off insulin now. Somebody is pain-free from Lyme disease, fibromyalgia, symptom-free from menopause, getting off antidepressant meds, things like this. I'm hearing this and I'm going, what? The coffee? You've got to be kidding me. I just thought it gave you energy and you lost weight. That's all I knew. But I'm hearing all these other things. This is important, and I want to bring this up here. We don't make any medical claims here. We don't claim that our coffee does all that stuff I just said. Those are just personal things that people said to me when I was talking to them in person out there, and really have been telling me every day for the last 2 years since I joined the company. But our product is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any diseases, and we don't claim to do that either. But here's what we do claim to do. Here's what the coffee does. So you can't tell me it doesn't work, because here's what the coffee will do for you if you drink it. Every time, 100% of the time, no matter who you are, here's what it'll do. It'll light up the happy hormones that are in your brain. It's dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. We call it DOSE. All right, they're the happy hormones, the hormones that make you feel great, the hormones that don't make you be addicted to ice cream and potato chips. We're addicted to food, and our brain tells us we have to go to that drive-through and get ham, egg, and cheese sandwiches. All right, that shuts off the voice. So what this coffee does is it wakes up the happy hormones in your brain, and it does it to all of us, all at different varying levels, because we're all different. But anyway, I am not a doctor. If I sounded intelligent, that's the best I can do right there. If I didn't, I'm sorry, but we have a video that will. So I want to show you like a 1.5 minute long video that'll kind of give you a better overview of what I'm talking about. Maybe you can relate better to that. I'm one of those right-brained people, right? I don't care about details. I'm not analytical. I'm a if it feels good, do it kind of guy. This video will probably relate better to those of you who are more left-brained and you want to know what it is and why. So let's do this. And go.
Have you heard of the new happy coffee everyone's talking about? You're probably asking, how can a cup of coffee make you happy? In the US alone, we drink over 450 million cups of coffee per day. Imagine if all of those people were drinking a coffee that actually helps them be happier. But we're not talking about some fake happy with a fake family running across a perfect beach in slow motion. I'm talking about happiness on the cellular level. We are real people with real families, having real success. So, not this. Good? Our flagship products use our exclusive dose formula that promotes a magical combination of happiness, energy, and weight loss. This is an instant impact product that costs less than a Starbucks drip coffee, and the business is as easy as sharing a cup of coffee with a friend. I'll have what she's having. Ellapreneurs is all about entrepreneurs who are elevating health, wealth, and happiness. And that starts with you. Your happiness enhances your whole life, from your success in business to your success in relationships. Happiness builds the foundation to being a better parent and a better partner. Ellapreneurs has a AAA rating from Business for Home, and Social Selling News listed us as the #1 fastest growing young company in 2018. And just this year, we've grown 10 times to well over $10 million per month and growing. And because so many people love coffee and everyone has their favorite beverage, Ellapreneurs has over a 10-to-1 customer to distributor ratio. So don't wait. With Ellapreneurs and the dose formula, build your happier life today.
Okay, cool. Well, check it out. I just showed you the wrong video, but that's okay. That one was pretty good. That was actually the opportunity video, and there is an opportunity attached to this business. But here's what's crazy, and here's what I want you all to understand. Probably 99%, I'm making that up, 99% of the people who joined our company were customers first, like me. Tried the product, mostly skeptical, fell in love with the product and said, I want to be a part of this. I want to be able to make some money by sharing it with my friends. So if you're somebody who just wants to try the product, that's awesome. But there is an opportunity attached to it as well, if you're so inclined. And what I want to do is I want to introduce you to some people who are now a part of this business as Ellapreneurs, as affiliates. And they all started as customers first. And they all have pretty incredible stories as well. And the first person I want to introduce to you, if I can find her in here, is Heather Jensen. Heather, can you unmute yourself? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Heather, how are you? Hey, there you are.
I'm fine.
Tell us your story.
Huh?
Tell us your story.
Well, I suffer from real bad anxiety and depression, and I've been on medication off and on, and nothing seemed to help. And back in September, I kind of got myself in a situation at work, and it kind of triggered all that work that I've done with my anxiety, and it kind of set me backwards. So from September to January, I was like in a really bad place. And what I mean by bad place, I mean like I didn't want to live. So it was, they put me on, gosh, I could name like 5 or 6 different medications that they put me on, and nothing worked. And so I went out and I was trying to find something natural, because I don't even like taking aspirin or Tylenol or anything. And I kept coming across this happy coffee stuff. And so I did some research. I read about it and looked up the ingredients. My husband's like, well, yeah, this sounds pretty good. Well, again, I was skeptical because you can't go to Walmart and buy it. And I'm the type that I want to physically buy it. And so I just kind of ignored it after, you know, I don't want to say I wasn't interested in it. I was just skeptical. So then a girl at work was having issues. She was always tired. So again, I went looking for something for her and I came across Happy Coffee again. And I thought, you know, I'm just going to give it a try. And so I found some videos and I came across Kim's, and there was something about Kim's video that just reached out to me. Like I connected with her, like on a personal level. And I didn't feel like she was just trying to sell me something. Like she was explaining to me what I was putting in my body. And so I reached out to her and I bought some stuff, and I didn't buy the Smart Ship at first because I wasn't sure. And within a week I was on Smart Ship. And then like, I don't even know, like a week later, she kept bringing up the word opportunity. And that word just kind of stuck out. Now, and I'm sitting there thinking, woman, I just want to drink the coffee. I don't want to join your team. But that she brought up that word one more time. And I'm like, you know, I'm just going to do it. So I just, let's do it. And I'll tell you, it's probably been the best decision my husband and I have ever made. And I've never done network marketing, don't know anything about it, didn't have a clue what I was doing. But I decided to invest in myself. So you posted that thing about the 14-day challenge. I jumped on it. I don't do lives. I'm nervous doing this right now. But I decided, well, I'm just going to jump in and do it. And I did that for 2 weeks. And I tell you, I mean, it brought up a whole new side of me I didn't even know I was capable of doing. And I decided, I mean, I felt like I wanted to be more positive. So I had that desire that I haven't had in months and probably even years. And so, and I still have it. Like every day I wake up and I'm just like, well, let's find something positive for today. And so as for before, I didn't have that. And I don't want to say it's just the coffee. I think it was the team that I joined, because anytime I had a question or an issue, I just reach out to like you or Kim. And I felt like I wasn't just joining a team, I was joining a family. And so, and my husband does the same way. My husband I don't need people to tell me that they can see a difference in me. I know there's a difference in me. And I am literally a product of the product. I own every product that we sell, everyone. And I love it. I don't have anything to say bad about any of it. And so when it wasn't hard for me at first to just bring it up, because they could already see a difference in me. Like I got my bosses on it. I got 3 of my bosses on it already, and they're on Smart Ship. I got family members on it. And so, I mean, it's just been like, and the money that I brought in was a huge bonus. Like I said, I didn't do this for the money. I mean, I really did this because the product I knew worked. And I was able to put a down payment on a new motorcycle. I paid off all my credit cards already. And I've only been in it since like the beginning of February, I think. So, I mean, and now, I mean, my grandma died. So I'm kind of like not focusing on this right now. But I mean, it's there. The opportunity's there. And the people are amazing. I haven't met anybody that's like negative. And I love it. I love it. I just can't describe how much I love it.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Heather. And hey, we're all real sorry to hear about your grandma. And thanks for taking some time out tonight to share with us.
Thank you.
Sure,
I got family in town, so I'm not going to stay on the live the whole time.
All right. Well, tell them all they're all in our prayers.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Heather. So, you know, Heather said something that was interesting right there. She talked about being on all the products, and all I talked about was coffee, but you saw some other stuff pop up in the video. You know what? Coffee is what we talk about because, shoot, coffee is like the #2 most consumed beverage in the whole world after water. But some people don't drink coffee. Well, we have a chocolate for them, hot chocolate or cold chocolate. We have a tea now. We have a thing called Zest, which is a lemon drink, which you drink cold. Actually, you could drink it hot. So we have a bunch of different products that all do the same thing. They wake up those happy hormones. So, hey, another person I'd like you to hear from real quick is a friend of mine, Lynette. Lynette, are you out there?
Hi.
There you are. How's it going?
It's going great. I feel like we should just all hang up now after Heather. That just got me so excited. Like I'm ready to sign up all over again. I love it. Okay, so first of all, I don't know. You guys might not think I'm funny, but I think I myself is funny. So I just want to say when Tommy said that he doesn't miss a meal, okay, you guys, God forbid I should miss a meal. I need all 3 meals. I need snacks. And I didn't learn that word until the Food Network came on about people that like to eat are called foodies. So I told my daughters, I want you just to call me a foodie. And they go, no, mommy, you're just an eater. I do like to eat. I love eating. So okay. So do have a similar story as Heather, and I'll tell you why. Because I've found that there's so many of us, we're all in the same place. And it seems like it's been a long time coming, but a lot of people that I know, men and women, do suffer from some sort of anxiety, whether it's just event-based or if it's floating anxiety for, you know, nothing, or if it's from post-traumatic stress disorder. But when I asked Tommy about this coffee, he didn't share it with me. He was barely sharing it on his social media, but I knew he was up to something, right? We've been friends before, probably, I knew him before Facebook probably, but we had never met, but I knew him from some mutual friends in another company. And you guys, last year, from July to November, I hadn't been drinking coffee, you guys. I'd been drinking coffee since I was 5. I hadn't been drinking coffee for like almost 2 years. I think it was 21 months when I found out about this coffee. But I'm kind of a reluctant health nut. I lost 68 pounds by myself, no lotions, potions, wraps, or pills, or coffee. But I started having a little situation with my anxiety. And I also started having some hormonal problems, hot flashes, and I have a condition called fibromyalgia. So I had some inflammation. And I also am anti-big pharma, and I don't take an aspirin. I don't take anything at all. And my anxiety had gotten so bad, you guys, I'm not embarrassed to say it. At first I was embarrassed, but everyone has a story and it just helps people. I had scratched a really big hole in my elbow. I'm sorry, don't get scared. And so nothing I was doing, all my natural stuff that I take, CBD oil, I'm a yoga teacher, nothing was deep breathing, meditating wasn't really helping. So I asked Tommy about the coffee. And so he said he would send me a sample. And I said, I don't need a sample. Just give me your website, or, you know, I had to like force this out of him, you guys. So I said, I'm just going to order some. So I ordered it. Now here's where our story is different though. Tommy felt it on the first day. Well, lucky you. Cause you know, guys, the first day he goes, how do you feel on the coffee? And I said, that's exactly what I said. E-H-H. I didn't really feel anything, you guys. I don't know what I was expecting, first of all, to be honest with you. And I hadn't been drinking coffee, so I didn't know if I was going to get a caffeine buzz. Well, the second day, the same thing. I really didn't feel anything. So maybe my brain's tricky. Maybe it didn't want to light up, Tommy. I don't know. But the third day, oh, heck. Okay, stop. The third day, my hair felt like it was growing. And I'm like, oh, maybe this is too much caffeine, which I found out it's hardly any caffeine. But something was happening. So I go, this must be the hormones being tripped or lit up. So I don't like doing lives on my Facebook. I never really knew how to use, I'm pretending like I'm holding my phone, how to do the voice messenger on the Facebook. But I felt so compelled to talk to Tommy that I just voice messaged him and said, I feel like I'm having an out of body experience. That's how I felt about the coffee. And then I just realized that I wasn't grabbing junk food. I junk food is my love language. I wasn't eating all my peanut M&Ms and junk. Also, I noticed, you guys, this almost makes me want to cry, but I wasn't scratching my elbow for 3 days. And that kind of freaked me out. So day 4, I was like, this is good. This. And I was like doing jazz hands. This is happy coffee. Okay, cool. Day 5, I like this. Day 6, oh, wait a minute. I go, I feel less bloated. Like I have less inflammation. I weighed myself and I lost 6 pounds in 6 days. I was happier. And since a long time, like 6 months, my elbow was healing. And look at it now, it's all pretty. It was healing. So I'm like, okay, I like this. I'm just going to keep drinking it. Now, I wasn't thinking about doing a business because I had a business. Well, something happened in my business that I didn't like. I didn't like the company. I like the products. I like the people. And so I told Tommy, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do this too. Now, this is the funny thing. I was afraid to tell people about it because I was already in another company. And then I just had like an epiphany, you guys, today, knowing that I was going to come on here and talk to you guys. I'm like, I love this happy coffee. It's really helped me. I've been on it 6 months, you guys. And by the way, in 6 months, they've paid me 24 times to drink this coffee. I counted 24 times. That does not suck. It's really good. So I really haven't paid for my coffee. So, but I had a little epiphany that the reason why this company is so amazing is I've been a part of other companies and they were challenging to me. And I've had some like good little bonuses, you know, $10,000 bonus checks from companies I've been in. I didn't really ever hit the top ranks, but I've done really good medium success wise, you guys. But it was always a challenge because people were buying ranks. People were stockpiling products to increase their volume. They were doing things that just didn't align with my values. And also people had, like Tommy said, that hype thing, Tommy, that mentality of hyping checks and material things. And all of that was just not congruent with my soul. And this company, there's no upline, there's no downline. It's all, we're all friends that are business partners. And this culture, I just eat it all up. It's just so much better, and it's so much simpler. There is none of that buying rank stuff. There's that loading up on inventory to boost up your own volume, but all the negative things that I didn't like about the industry. And by the way, I was just going, I'm done with this industry, and I'm done with social media. I'm done with it. It's all fake. It's just too much time consuming. I want to pour my love and energy and time into something worthwhile offline. And then this popped up, and now I would never leave social media. I just see all the good parts of it, and I would never leave this industry because I see all the good parts of it. So can I say something else, or is that long enough, Tommy? Just be honest.
Sure.
Okay. So I also want to share with you guys one more thing, because this is so cool. This is really different. Listen to this. There are people in this company that are doing extremely well financially, helping their families, helping other people. And this is so interesting. Age 23, doing phenomenal, been in lots of other companies since they were 18. Someone who's 57, who's never been in network marketing before, their first company, now they're 59, 2 years, and doing phenomenally well. Those are two people in this company that are sidelines, that have been so kind and gracious to me. And I think that just blows my mind. Look at the diversity, you guys, age and experience. We have something so amazing on our hands. Y'all should just join us. That's all.
Thank you so much, Lynette.
Oh,
You're
thank
awesome.
you. Thank you.
And, you know what? Lynette fits right into that bucket with people who started out just trying out the product, fell in love with the product, and said, I want to make some money too. Well, I want to introduce you now to somebody who joined the business without ever trying the product and really just kind of did it on trust. And here's what's great. Our company just opened up in Australia in April, and she just joined us in April. And she's already rank advanced through this thing like 4 different times and is doing all this kind of stuff and making money. And really just last month was her first full month in the company. Cherie Sparks. It's Monday morning where she is. Cherie, are you there?
I'm here. Hi, everyone.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Tommy. You know, poor Tommy, we made him work. We really did to get us on board, because when he approached us, we've known Tommy for quite a few years now, and we've worked with him in previous businesses. So, and it was a trust thing. We hadn't tried the product or anything, but when he reached out to us, he said, "Hey guys, I'm bringing this company out to Australia. Would you be interested in helping me launch it out there?" And Gary and I run our own property investment company, and we're pretty busy. So, you know, I said to Tommy, "Look, all the best, and we know you're going to be successful," because Tommy is. Whatever he does, he's successful. And but we said, you know, not for us right now. We're really flat strap here. So he said, "That's okay. Can I just ask you a question? Do you drink coffee?" I said, "Oh, here we go." I said, "I'll have one a day, Tommy, and Gary doesn't touch it. Never has had a cup." I said, "But I do know people that drink coffee." And he said, "Well, there you go." So he started telling me a little bit about what this Happy Coffee was all about. And at that stage, because it's only been here in Australia since April, they had this special where you could join for $25. It didn't give you any product, but at least you could become an affiliate and get in there. So Gary and I thought, right, we'll sign up. We'll do this $25 thing. At least we've got our foot in there, and we'll just dip our toe in and just see what we think. But as I said, no product at this stage. So then about a week later, this big box arrived at our doorstep. And I said to Gary, "I didn't order all of this." So I took a photo of it and sent it over to Tommy, and I said, "This has come by mistake." And he said, "Oh, no, that's from me. It's a gift." And I said to Gary, "Well, we're going to have to try it now, because he's going to ask us what we think of this product." So we started it, and like you, Lynette, it didn't for me. After the first cup, I did feel a shift. I felt something change, and it was a good change, but nothing that I could really go, "Wow, I feel this, and this." But for me, day 3, like you, Lynette, it hit me. And it started in the morning. I woke up after the soundest sleep ever. Now, I'm a pretty light sleeper normally, and I get up at least once a night, normally twice a night. But this particular night, I did not get up once. And I woke up feeling so energized. I got up an hour and a half earlier, jumped out of bed, got things done, which I would normally not have had done because I'd be still sleeping. And then most mornings I go out for a run. Now, I go out for a run because, you know, we're supposed to exercise to be healthy, right? I don't love it. I don't go out because I love it, but, you know, I love the way it makes me feel afterwards. But this particular morning, I could not get out of the door quick enough. I felt like I had energy I had to get rid of. I know that sounds really strange, but that's exactly the feeling it was. And when I was running, I felt like I had a little like propeller or motor in my back pushing me along. It was a different experience altogether, and it felt great. So I got home that day and I'm thinking, this stuff's great. If this keeps going, and you know what, you always start off a bit skeptical. You always, you know, I could feel it, but I'm thinking, is this just a mind thing because I feel like I'm supposed to feel something at some stage? But I got home and I ended up cleaning out the entire pantry. Now, that's been on my to-do list for months and months and months. But I felt good. I felt like I wanted to keep moving. And it gave me a feeling, and it still does to this day, of wanting to just get up and get things done. You know, don't procrastinate. It gives you that motivation to get stuff done. And it's kind of like a bit of a knock-on effect. You know, you sleep really well, and to this day, I still don't get up overnight now. So, and I've been having the product since April, so I still don't get up overnight. So I'm getting up in the morning feeling more energized. Because I feel more energized, I get more things done. Because I get more things done, I feel happier. And it's just, the whole shift has been amazing for me. I've loved every bit of it. So the moment we tried the product, that was a game changer for us. So we started telling everybody. We're telling our parents, we're telling our friends, our family. So we're actually working the business without really realizing we're working the business, right? And I said to Gary, look, we're doing this. We're sharing the product, which is what all this is about. That's how you do the business. You share the product. That's it. So I said, you know, we're already doing it. So, hey, let's reach out to Tommy. And I said to Tommy along the way, you know, we're just dipping our toe in, but now we're well and truly submerged, like, woo, over our heads. We're in and we're loving it. So it's been great. And that's been my experience. My husband, Gary, he has another great story to tell. And again, he's skeptical right up to the very last. He's had 2 knee surgeries in 18 months, and his knee still was playing up. It still wasn't right. It was always just giving him that little bit of a twinge. So he went off to the surgeon again and said, look, you know, there's something not right here. We need to get this sorted. So they sent him off for an MRI, and they said, okay, come back in a week. We'll look through the results and see what's happening. Now, the next day, the product arrived. So Gary has the chocolate vape because he doesn't drink coffee. And he got on the product, and a week later, they ring up and say, your results in. And he said, babe, I don't know what I'm going to tell the surgeon. And I said, why? What's wrong? And he said, the pain in my knee has disappeared. He said, it doesn't matter how I move my knee, I can't get it to twinge. And I'm like, well, don't try too hard. You know, you don't want it to twinge. So he couldn't believe it. He said, do you reckon it's the product? And I said, well, you haven't done anything different. It must be. So anyway, still a bit skeptical, but he goes to the surgeon and whatnot. And he said pretty much he doesn't want Gary to be on anti-inflammatories all the time, but that's the only thing that's going to kind of help with the pain until it eventually gets itself better. So the product arrives, and because we'd run out, I skipped that bit. We actually ran out because I ordered my coffee and forgot he was on chocolate vape, so I forgot the order. So about 4 days he was without product. And he said to me, my knee's starting to get a bit twingy again. Do you think it's the product because I'm not taking the product? I said, well, you know, it could very well be. Anyway, 4 days later, the chocolate vape comes. He's back on it for 3 days. He rings me from work. This can't be a coincidence. The pain's gone again. So finally now he's not a skeptic. It took him a while, but it's done wonders for his knee. And to this day now, he can't get that twinge to come back. So he has the Xanthamax, the chocolate vape in his smoothie in the morning, and that's his story. And just really quickly, my daughter, again, Lynette, with your anxiety, goodness, it rings a bell so much. My daughter's nearly 17. She suffers with anxiety as well, especially around exam time, which is like right now for us. She's a real high achiever, and she puts a lot of pressure on herself. And we got to a point where we didn't want to put her on hardcore medication, but it was going down that path where we didn't know what else we were going to do. Then, so timely, this product arrived. She has the Xanthamax of a morning, heads off to school, and she is a different girl. It is, and just seeing that alone in itself is just, we're just so blessed and so happy that we have this in our hands and wish we had it sooner. So it's funny how things all work out and how, you know, it's a big time factor. We weren't ready to join any company. I've been in direct sales before, wasn't really interested in getting back into it again, but tried the product, and here we are on a Zoom call from Australia today. So that's been our experience. We love it, and we're excited. We're building fast here, and we're enjoying every bit of it.
That is amazing. Cherie, thank you so much. I can just see the excitement in your voice and in your face. And I love hearing those stories. You know, it's funny. I've been hearing stories just like that for 2 years, and I never get tired of hearing them because, you know, in network marketing, we talk about changing other people's lives. And it really is kind of a superficial statement because how are you changing people's lives? Yeah, you can help people make extra money. That sort of changes people's lives. But this changes it at a whole different level when you can hear stories like that. I know we're running a little bit long, but you know what? I want one more tonight. And I know I have my friend Kim Larson on here. And the story of her and Link coming on board here is just absolutely amazing and one of my favorites. So, Kim, are you there?
I'm here. Hi, Tommy.
Hey, how's it going?
It's wonderful. Thank you. Hey, I'll try to make it quick. But first of all, I just want to say congratulations to you. You won that great prize, not Maui, but you know, that cash.
Oh, thank you. I couldn't have done it without you.
Congratulations. Awesome. So I'll try to be quick. So also, just like everybody else, wasn't looking for a business, but for years I was trying to help Link with an energy supplement. He was drinking several energy drinks a day, which most of you probably know are not very good for you. So he saw one of your posts about Happy Coffee and reached out to you and said, hey, let me try it. I don't like coffee at all, but I'm willing to give it a try. So you sent it to him. He drank it down. He had a really yucky face. But about 3 hours later, he said to me, you need to order this stuff. And I said, what? And I ordered it. He started drinking it. He puts in a protein shake because he doesn't really like coffee. So that's how he drinks it. His famous words are, it's not about the taste, it's about the results, right? So he started drinking it. A couple weeks later, he says, I think I lost some weight. So he went on the scale and he comes back and says, I've lost 7 pounds. And I said, get out, give me some of that stuff. So lo and behold, I tried it myself. Now I had a different reaction than most. Some people don't feel it for a couple days. I didn't like it at all, actually. It made me very nervous. It made me jittery. And I reached out to you and you said, just try half. So that's what I did. I tried half. A couple of days later, I was feeling great, feeling the energy, started losing the weight. And then people started asking us, what the heck are you doing? You guys look great. You look like you feel great. What's happening? So we came to Atlanta to one of the meetings that they had. I don't know if it was a convention, but it was more of a meeting. But then we signed up, and for a couple months, I was really on the down low, just kind of sharing it with a few friends here and there because we were in another business and I just didn't want to do this. And I realized after a couple months that God had other plans for me. He put this in my life for a reason. I'm supposed to be helping people with this. And so I decided to go all out and haven't looked back since. And loving it. And it's so heartwarming to hear Heather's story because she's a big part of our team. And I'm so happy and this has helped her so much. It's awesome. And thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome. Thank you for trying it. And wow, thank you for your story again tonight. And gang, I think you see kind of an overriding message here. So, hey, there's like, so hey, if you're somebody who doesn't want to do this, you better not try it. Because it looks like everybody who doesn't want to do it and tries it ends up in the business. But hey, you know, I want to kind of close with that in mind. If you're somebody who's just seeing this for the first time, try the stuff. I mean, it's a cup of coffee, for God's sake. Try it. See if you like it. That's the beauty of this. We don't have to convince people of anything. We don't have to explain it. I don't need to give you a list of ingredients unless you want them. I could give them to you. I don't know what's in it myself still, but it's written on there somewhere. That's why I need these glasses. The writing's small. But look, here it is. Just try it. And if you like it, keep on drinking it. And it might change your life too. And if it does, maybe you want to share it with some other people that you care about and change their lives as well, because the company will pay you money to do it. Our company is amazing. It's growing like crazy, as you saw in the video. One last thing I want to point out, your friend who invited you on here tonight, they're an affiliate with us already. And obviously they're excited about it. They've got a website link they can give you, and you can order some coffee right from them, or from the other stuff too. And everything's got a money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, you get your money back. And what's super cool is we've got a system set up where you can just get a 4-day sample if you want to. You can come in at any level you want to. But just do yourself a favor and try it, because, again, these stories are not a coincidence. People's lives are changing every single day. We've got something super special here. Listen, do not go on Amazon and Google looking for it, okay? Will you find it there? Of course you will. It's 2020. Everything's on it. You can buy a new house, I think, on Amazon. But here's the thing. Our company does not sell on social media, only through certified affiliates, okay? So if you do see it there, it's being sold there fraudulently by pirates, all right? And if you buy it from them, you might have an expired product, you might have an open container, and in all seriousness, in this crazy upside down world, who knows what people might be putting inside there? Why would you take that chance? Plus, you wouldn't have your money back guarantee. Get back with your friend. Tell them you want to try it out, and then it's all up to you after that. So, hey, thank you so much to everybody who shared tonight. Thank you for spending some time on this Sunday night / Monday morning. We know we ran a little bit long, but we always appreciate every one of you. And there will be a recording of this, so ask your friend for the recording if you want it. All right? Good night, everybody. Thank you all so much. And everybody could use a little more happy in their life. Be happy.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
everybody. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Hey guys.
Fantastic.
Timing was perfect, Tommy.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Love you. Thank you so much.
Woo!